Ethan Cole, a billionaire CEO of Cole Properties Group, is tired of false affection. Every woman he meets seems drawn to his cars, his penthouse, his money, never his heart. After a heartbreak that makes national gossip, Ethan decides to disappear for a while. He dresses down, grows a beard, and takes a low-profile job as a security guard at one of his own estates under the name Daniel Adams. There, fate leads him to Clara Benson, a modest housemaid who cleans the same mansion he secretly owns. She's everything he's been searching for, hardworking, pure-hearted, and unbothered by appearances. But she sees only Daniel the guard, not Ethan Cole the billionaire. Each morning, Clara walks 3 miles from her one-room apartment in Ajij to the mansion. Her shoes are worn, but her smile never fades. She dreams of paying for her younger brother's school fees and her sick mother's medicine. At the gate, Daniel greets her kindly. "Morning, Miss Clara." "Morning, Daniel." "Long day ahead again," she replies with a laugh. He notices the kindness in her eyes, something money could never buy. During lunch breaks, most staff gossip or scroll their phones. Clara sits under the old mango tree behind the mansion, eating rice wrapped in foil. One afternoon, she notices Daniel without food and offers him half of hers. "You shouldn't skip meals. It makes the day harder." "I'm fine," he says softly. "Please," she insists, pushing the plate toward him. That simple act of kindness begins their friendship. One rainy afternoon, Clara sleeps while cleaning the front steps. The head maid, Mrs. Harris, mocks her for being clumsy and poor. Daniel rushes forward, helping her up, soaking wet. "You shouldn't talk to people that way," he tells Mrs. Harris' family. She snaps back, "And who are you to defend her?" "Just a guard." Clara's eyes fill with tears, not from pain, but gratitude. "Thank you, Daniel. Nobody ever stands up for me." That night, Daniel lies awake wondering how long he can hide his true identity. Clara's birthday passes quietly. She doesn't expect gifts, she only prays for strength. Before dawn, she finds a small box by her locker. Inside is a silver bracelet and a handwritten note. "To the woman who makes ordinary days beautiful, D." She smiles, her eyes glistening. She doesn't know that D stands for Daniel Adams, the guard, or Ethan Cole, the billionaire in disguise. Soon, other maids whisper that Clara is getting too close to the new guard. Mrs. Harris warns her, "Don't ruin your job because of a man with nothing." Clara ignores them. "Daniel's a good man," she says simply. Meanwhile, the real estate board grows suspicious. Their CEO hasn't been seen in weeks. Ethan's assistant, Marcus, tracks him down but plays along when he sees the love blooming in his boss's eyes. One Friday morning, Cole Properties Group schedules a surprise inspection of the mansion. Executives arrive in black SUVs. Staff panic. Clara straightens her uniform while Daniel stands quietly by the gate. When the lead executive steps out, Daniel removes his cap. "Welcome to your property, Mr. Cole," Marcus says with a sly smile. Gasps ripple through the compound. Clara drops her broom. "Mr. Cole," she whispers. Daniel, now Ethan again, turns to her with sad eyes. "I never meant to lie, Clara. I just wanted to know if love could still exist without wealth." Clara runs away in tears. "You made me feel like a fool." She quits her job the next morning, leaving her uniform behind. Ethan tries to reach her, but she changes her number. For weeks he sends flowers, letters, even pays her mother's hospital bills anonymously, but she refuses to respond. Months later, during the grand opening of a new housing project, Ethan makes a televised speech. "This estate is named Clara Heights, after a woman who taught me the meaning of love without price." The audience applauds. Cameras flash. Watching from home, Clara bursts into tears. She realizes he never stopped caring. 2 weeks later, Ethan finds her at a small community library where she now volunteers. He kneels before her, holding the same silver bracelet. "Clara, I took off my mask, but my heart never changed. Will you give me another chance?" Tears roll down her cheeks. "I didn't fall for your money, Ethan. I fell for the man who shared my lunch." They embrace, surrounded by curious children clapping. Months later, the wedding is simple but elegant, held under the same mango tree where their story began. The media call it the most beautiful love story in Lagos. As they exchange vows, Ethan says, "You made me rich long before you knew I had money." Clara smiles. "You made me believe love still exists." Clara and Ethan launch a foundation to support domestic workers. The last scene shows them walking hand in hand through the estate garden, children laughing in the distance. A narrator closes. Love doesn't look at uniforms or bank accounts. It looks at the heart and sees forever.